What is up, Internet? Or whatever replaced Internet in the future if you're watching this. I'm Taylor. Welcome. I'm going to be reviewing Coward by Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips. You can win this book, people. You can win it. So stay tuned to figure out how to win it. But first you have to watch this rambling ass review that I'm going to ramble my way through, because it's what I do. If you'd like to help support these kind of reviews and help support these giveaways, please at least subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, hit the notification bell so you know when these drop. And you can buy merchandise like Broke hats at taylorwinder.com, which is in the link in the description down below. But yeah, let's get into this. Coward was originally serialized in Criminal, which I have not read a lot of. It was an ongoing sort of anthology series from Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips. I have read some of their other works, though. They collaborate a lot. Like a lot. And you kind of know what you're in for with these guys. It's sort of like putting on a comfortable sweatshirt or, a well-broken-in pair of underwear or whatever. It's familiar. You just sort of like realize that if you're reading an Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips book, it's most likely to be a crime fiction story. If not full-on noir, but it'll have hints of noir. It'll touch on like tropes and familiar crime beats, and it's just like a comfortable, enjoyable read usually. And this is no different. A little bit of spoilers from here on out. It tells the story of Leo, who's the coward. He's a planner. He can help plan perfect robberies, getaways, and all that kind of stuff. He's known for putting together these brilliant capers, but he'll walk away at the first sign of trouble. He insists on no guns, and he'll only do it if people follow his exact rules, because he doesn't like to take chances. He's averse to risk, and he's been known to kind of leave things going and sort of sometimes leave people out high and dry a little bit. And so he's got this reputation as a coward. That's the main character. That's who you follow through this. And then he gets roped into a job he doesn't necessarily want to do, where he can't plan all of it. There's a woman involved, there's police involved, and it all goes horribly wrong. So it's like it does touch on all those tropes. It touches on like the movie trope, it touches on the crime trope, it touches on the bad cops trope. It's like everything is kind of wrapped onto this, and it's sort of it's very familiar feeling. I don't necessarily mind that with this pair, because what they do is like they put their own spin on it. There's always a twist at the end, or a twist somewhere there that's unexpected, and it's very enjoyable. So if you like crime fiction or you like crime noir and you enjoy comic books, if you don't like any of those things, I don't know why the hell you're watching my channel. But if you like all that put together, you can probably pick up anything by Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips and be happy. They have a newer sort of series of hardcovers called the Reckless series, which stars a different main character. Or you can probably go hunt down these old cowards or criminals or other stuff they've done fairly cheaply. I know Ed Brubaker worked with other collaborators on Captain America. He's the one that kind of introduced the Winter Soldier idea and stuff. And he has done superhero stuff, but I think he's at his best and he's in his comfort zone when he's writing crime fiction with his collaborator, Sean Phillips. And Sean's art is very gridded out. It's a little bit gritty. It's a little bit dark. It's a little bit, moody. The colorist also helps with that. Sometimes he collaborates with his son, Jacob, on the coloring, but I don't think Jacob did the coloring on this one. But yeah, you kind of like it. Sean's a very effective storyteller. He's not overly flashy. He's not going to have a whole lot of full-page spreads in here and a whole lot of like bang action stuff. But you're never going to be lost as far as what the story is. You're just always going to kind of know where you are. You're going to know what's going on, and you're never going to be confused by a panel, which is, I think, essential for a good comic book. And so you put these two together, like you put Ed and Sean together, and you get magic. A comfortable, familiar kind of magic, and it is kind of like you could like if you'd like reading like these kind of like stories that have a conclusion where you're wrapped up by the end of a book. You could do worse than anything by that, and this one does. It has a conclusion. It has the twist. It has the damsel into distress. It has the hero or the anti-hero or the main character in over their head and with no real way out that they can see. It's got the curse your sudden but unexpected betrayal. It's got every element that kind of you can put into the blender of writing a crime fiction, and it's in here. But they're very good at making it work, and you're not going to ever be I don't think disappointed by things they do. It's enough of like a twist in here. You're like, oh, that's kind of interesting. That's kind of fun. Not fun, but the books aren't always fun. They're kind of gruesome and gritty, and like the endings aren't always great, super happy endings, but they're endings. But yeah, it's competent, and it's never going to probably blow you away with like extreme over the top flashiness. But if you're looking for something that's just a satisfying read, that's like, yeah, you know what, I'm in the mood for some crime stories, pick up something by these guys. If it's not this, just pick up anything that they've done together, and you're probably gonna be pretty happy. This one is a good, solid example of it. It's a it does collect. It's a little bit older. It's set in a nameless city where you don't know what it is. It feels like a lot like Chicago to me, but it could be anywhere. And it's set in the era of cell phones, but it's not super modern. It's not. This was written, I think, about a decade ago, but it doesn't like it. It feels like it has this sort of timeless crime detective or crime story feel to it. It could probably be set in almost any era with a few tweaks. Yeah, I don't know. I have a lot of complaints about this. I know I've reviewed a few things by these guys, and this is on their list because I don't ever feel let down by them. It's never a chore to read something by them. It's like anything else, you have to be in the right mood to like start it and start interacting with it and start like engaging with the story. But once you're in, like you just get hooked right away. It's never a slow start. It's never a chore. Like it's just kind of like, like you start in the middle of a heist in this book. So it's just kind of bang, you're right in there. You're right in the action. And then you get the bits and pieces that get filled in later. And you kind of like learn what's up later, and you learn why he's called a coward, and you learn, oh well, okay, and you learn all of this as it goes. It's all get like explained to you in a timely fashion. It all feels like a proper place in the story where you learn all these elements, and I don't have any real complaints to this. Some of the coloring, it does get a little dark in this. I think Jacob's a better collaborator possibly than did I even mention who the colorist is here? They might not. Oh, Val Staples. And not there's anything wrong with it. It's just Val Staples colors can be a little bit dark. And that's not a huge criticism. They're like a little bit computery, but I think that's of the era too, because yeah, this first came out in Criminal 1 through 5, the first 5 issues of Criminal, and that came out, when was copy? 2007, so it's been a while. So this is like 15 years old, and the coloring has come a long ways, and people have realized you don't need to make everything kind of gradient-ish and like super, like the early issues of Spawn. You know how like they were kind of really garishly colored, and everything was rounded. This is not that. This is beyond that, but there's still like hints of that in here, like minor little hints, and that's about the only criticism I can throw at this book. The lettering is great. You never notice it. It's never a chore to read. It feels like the proper handwritten font size, and it feels like, yeah. I like to be critical of stuff, and I like to try and find things that I can tear down, but there's not a lot here to tear down. It's just good. It's a good read, and I want somebody else to enjoy this read. I tend to hold on to the hardcovers by these guys, but I'm going to give away this copy of Criminal, or Coward. So if you want to win this, just leave me a comment down below, and please be a U.S. resident. I'm not shipping this anywhere other than the U.S. I pay for all these out of pocket. I pay for the shipping out of pocket. I'm not making any money on this. I'm just kind of doing this as hopefully a good deed for the community or for folks that watch my videos. But yeah, leave a comment down below and let me know like a writer or writer artist that you keep coming back to, like a solid creator that you enjoy, that you just keep coming back to the well, and you're never really disappointed by them. So if you have a creator that's like that, let me know in the comments down below. If not, maybe this will be it for you. And you can say I don't have one, but just leave a comment to that effect. And then please watch next week's video, which will drop on the 21st of March, because this is the 14th of March. This is Valentine's Day. This has nothing to, or no, what? Hang on, 22nd. Damn. It'll drop on the 22nd of March. This is gonna release on the 15th of March. Whatever. 2022. So let me know by Monday of next week, the 21st, if you want to win this. And then watch the video next week to see if you've won this, because I do make people watch and see if they won. I'm not going to reach out. I'm not going to like get a hold of you. I'm just going to say, hey, this person won last week. And a lot of these books go unclaimed because people don't watch the next week's video. And part of what I'm doing is trying to build this into a thing. So, like, in order to build this into a thing, I need repeat viewers. Even if you don't necessarily like the book I'm reviewing, at least you can spend 8 minutes of your life to figure out if you won the last week's one. I think that's fair. I think if you get a free book, you can blow 8 minutes, or you can scrub through it and pretend you did at the very goddamn least. So there, it's not really a rant. It's just kind of my thing. Like I said, I like giving away the books. I like when other people get them and enjoy them, or hate them if they want to feel the rage with me if the book sucks. But yeah, that's all I ask of you. So yeah, US only. Leave a comment, like I said, and be subscribed, hit the notification bell, all that kind of crap. I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you so much for watching, and I appreciate it. Have a good rest of your day, and don't be a dick, even if you're a scaredy cat. See ya.